Welcome to the second day of Mountains of Life, our now iconic climate festival at Azim Premji University. This is the third edition, and we have done Rivers of Life in 2022, Forests of Life last year in 2023, and this year it's Mountains of Life. We spent an entire year preparing for this. We have a large team that works with interns across the country, sending them to remote locations, mountains across the country. We have art internships, and we have other volunteers that come in and get trained to actually take this material that we have and translate it to students. We have a very large design team. We have ecologists, naturalists, geographers, people interested in GIS, climate scientists, all coming together to give you this very large and extensive set of information on mountains. We're also very, very happy about the success with which it's been received. We've had tens of thousands of students take it across the country. For instance, this year, over 14 days, we expect at least 10,000 visitors, many of them very young people. And we're really excited with the kind of responses that students have to this. This is our attempt to look at climate in a non-dystopic way to help students appreciate the wonders of nature that are around them. And of course, mountains make India. What would India be without its iconic mountains? So we're very pleased to be able to bring this to all of you, and we hope you enjoy the next few days. And a special favorite of mine has been the sandbox. Using LiDAR, I use a lot of satellite remote sensing, and we've used LiDAR technology to give you a three-dimensional look at mountains. Students can play with the sandbox, form mountains, form troughs, see water moving, and this is a way for them to experience it. We've had students create the western coast of India, South India, look at rivers, try and create volcanoes, and that entire experience of making a mountain come to life is quite fantastic. So that's been my favorite in the exhibition.
So this year I got an opportunity to come to Azim Premji University and share some of my interests and my passion with the groups that are coming in, especially the school groups that are coming in. So I'm doing two sessions. One is an outdoor session called In Search of Nature, where we explore our five senses to just find nature around us, to explore and to understand how to look at nature rather than give everything a name, but just to touch, feel, taste nature. The second is an indoor session in which I call it Schrodinger's anxiety, and in which we are exploring the impact, the origins of the Himalaya and the impact of climate change on the Himalayas. So it's a kind of integrated session where I share about how the Himalayas were formed, when the humans first went there, and what the economy is, who are the people living there, and then what is the biodiversity of the Himalayas, why does it have such amazing rich biodiversity, and eventually draw them into asking questions about how climate change is happening and how it's affecting humans as well as non-humans in the landscape.
As part of my internship, I did a trip to Meghalaya, and I covered three of their famous mountains, which is the Khasi, Jaintia and Garo hills. So my project was basically focusing on the sustainable living and the community lifestyles of mountaineers and how they connect their lifestyle with nature. And so there were a lot of amazing places that I visited, and I first went to Jaintia Hills. So this is the Umgat River, which is known as the cleanest river in Asia. Then I went to the Living Roots Bridge, which is this one. So the fun thing about this is that the people who wanted to cross the river, so they decided to plant the roots in such a way that they intertwine with each other and form a bridge. So after the Living Roots Bridge, I went to Garo Hills, and I also covered Molinlong, which is known as the cleanest village in Asia. Then I went to Garo Hills. There I went to the Nokrek Peak and the Selbagre Sacred Forest. This was an amazing opportunity to do that and learn something in the way as well.
Mountains of Life is on at the Azim Premji University campus from 13th to 26th November. We invite all of you to come and experience this wonderful exhibition.